Prato Incorporated is an important company whose head office is in Houston, Texas. The company produces, exports and markets engines all over the world. Its products are well known and all the marketing sales are done by fully owned subsidiaries in different countries. Prato Incorporated has 3 different offices in Houston, which are separated by the destination market. During the last 2 months, the sales manager has received many complaints from their offices in Argentina and Algeria regarding several discrepancies in their orders. In a worldwide organization of this sort, these kind of complaints are not acceptable. In order to find a solution for this situation, the CEO of Prato Incorporated has arranged a meeting which will take place in the head office of the company.
Good morning, gentlemen.
Good morning.
Thank you for coming here today. Shall we make a start?
Yes, of course.
Well, as you might have seen in the email I sent you, we are here today to find out the solution for the continuous complaints we have received from our clients in Argentina and Australia regarding to cross-labeling. I would like to start by welcoming Mr. Pena. He is the operation manager for South America. Then Mr. Canataro.
Hello.
He is the operation manager for Africa. Next to Mr. Canataro, we have Mr. Alfonso, our warehouse manager. By my side, Mr. Schott, our financial controller, and right next to him, Mr. Munoz, our sales manager. Since my secretary is absent today, I will be responsible for the minutes. So, I suggest Mr. Munoz should let us know about the complaints that his department has been receiving lately.
Good morning, everybody.
Good morning.
Our department has received several emails from Prato Argentina and Prato Algeria mentioning that the shipments they have been received differed from the purchase orders they had placed. In order to find out where the problem originates, I suggest that we should go around the table and listen to everyone's opinion.
Good morning, gentlemen.
Good morning.
Good morning. We have been informed by our clients in Algeria that they can no longer accept this kind of mistake. Despite using these engines for the production line, they have reached their warehouse capacity limit. Their managers have informed us that they will not pay for these wrong shipments anymore. Therefore, Prato will have to face all the operation costs.
Excuse me, Mr. Canataro, may I interrupt? The company cannot afford to take these extra charges. We cannot leave this room without a solution.
Just a moment, Mr. Schott. Can I say something here?
Please, Mr. Alfonso, we need to hear Mr. Pena's opinion first. Mr. Pena, which are your comments?
Good morning, gentlemen.
Good morning.
Good morning.
Well, Argentina's production line is larger than Algeria's. They work under just-in-time procedures. Consequently, the situation is even worse there. We are not only talking about who faces the cost of a wrong shipment, but also about the risk of a factory shutting down.
Okay, I see what you mean. So we have 2 clients who are not willing to pay for these mistakes anymore. That is even worse. We are facing several financial problems now, and we cannot deal with this kind of unexpected situations.
Okay, thank you for your comment. Now, I would like to listen to Mr. Alfonso's opinion.
Good morning.
Good morning.
I would like to explain shortly our procedure. We receive an email from the operation department, both from South America and Africa, listing the products that must be delivered.
I guess that we are familiar with
Excuse me, Mr. Pena. As I was saying, we receive an email from the operation department listing the products that must be delivered. The subject begins with a three-letter code referring to the country of destination, followed by the name of the client and then the code of the products that has to be prepared. I think this could be the origin of the mistake.
Martin, sorry, but I wonder if you could identify any possible mistake on these emails before sending them to the delivery sector.
No, Mr. Schott. We cannot take responsibility for those emails, since the warehouse personnel are not allowed to make any decision regarding those orders.
I am not sure what you mean. You are saying that these mistakes are caused by the operation department. I consider that impossible.
I entirely agree with you, Mr. Pena. I think that Martin's assumptions are not correct.
Sorry, may I interrupt? I am aware that both operations department have hired new personnel. Could it be possible that they are not familiar with different country codes yet?
You might be right, and be sure that we are going to keep an eye on that matter. Anyway, I think that the problem starts at the warehouse department.
Mr. Alfonso, would you like to give us your opinion about this matter?
Gentlemen, when I received Mr. Cicero's email calling a meeting to discuss this issue, I carried out some research work about this year's claims. Considering that you could have doubts about these emails and their impact on deliveries, I have printed some samples for you to read. I would like to point out that there is an email with a wrong code for each claim received.
Just a moment, Mr. Alfonso. Let me ask you something. What is the reason why you receive an email instead of the purchase orders that we send to the operations department?
That is a good point. We take some information from your purchase order, but we also have to complete it with the missing information. As we cannot modify your purchase order, we don't need to write this internal email.
I am not against that, but I am sure that you will agree that we have never been told there was missing information in our purchase orders. I suppose that there wouldn't be any problem in sending purchase orders with extra information, but I wasn't aware of that lack of information.
Let's see. In my opinion, we should modify our internal process. If purchase order can be modified to fulfill Mr. Alfonso's requirements, it won't be necessary to perform any change in the operation procedures. What's your opinion?
As I said before, our department will make the necessary effort to make this work.
That's fine. If we receive the purchase orders with all the necessary information, we can attach it to our internal email to Mr. Alfonso.
If we fix our internal process to this procedure, each department will be responsible for their own mistakes. It sounds great, but let me ask you something else. Who will face the cost of the claims you already have? Can we have your opinion about it, Mr. Muñoz?
What if we pay for those costs, but at the same time we try to generate new profitable operations? We only have to identify which clients' quotations could be increased.
Lionel, I think I can provide you with some information related to that. I can check on my database and see if there's any opportunity to take advantage of.
You are right. Our department has updated information which may help too.
Martin, would you be able to do that?
Sure. We had a file that can be useful. If it's okay for you, I can send you a monthly report so you can compare that with your own information.
Okay, that would be fruitful.
I think that it would be useful to do that. Nevertheless, please make sure your team doesn't lose any client during this transition. If we can do that, we will be giving a solution to our clients without any negative economic impact.
Okay, we can stop here. I agree with you all, gentlemen. Let's start working on that. Before we close, let me just summarize the main point. Mr. Schott and Mr. Muñoz, you must try to find the way to develop new, profitable businesses and also handle the costs related to our clients in Argentina and Algeria.
Okay.
Mr. Muñoz, you will also have to work together, Mr. Cannataro and Mr. Pena, in order to improve the purchase order. It is imperative that they fulfill Mr. Alfonso's requirements. Mr. Alfonso will not accept any new work order if he receives them without the purchase order attached.
Okay, sir.
Is there anything else to discuss?
I guess we have covered everything, sir.
Fine. So, I declare the meeting closed. Thank you for coming, gentlemen.
You're welcome.